Good day to you. Today I'm going to read your scripture, James 1, 2-4 from the Passion Translation. It says this: My fellow believers, when it seems as though you are facing nothing but difficulties, maybe you can put your hand up there, see it as an invaluable opportunity to experience the greatest joy you can. For you know that when your faith is tested, it stirs up power within you to endure all things. And then as your endurance grows even stronger, it will release perfection into every part of your being until there is nothing missing and nothing lacking. That's James 1, 2-4 from the Passion Translation. Read it in your study Bible. I recommend it. Or I stick to the New King James Version, but I just wanted to read this one out of the Passion Translation because it's just very straightforward. When you find yourself facing nothing but difficulties, it's how can, on earth can they say, it's an opportunity, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, because that's what it's really saying. I don't know how many of you feel joyful at this time of the year, starting off a new year after the year we've been through and nothing much has changed. And we were all hoping that by this time the world would be back to normal and we'd be able to be out there doing what we knew to do before, but here we are still waiting, and still a lot of people going through difficult circumstances. So here we are told to count it all joy. And the reason I picked the Passion Translation, it says, you know when your faith is tested, it stirs up power within you to endure all things. You know, when we go through a challenge, if we choose to keep our eyes on God, if we choose to believe that God is able to deliver us, if we choose to believe that what He said is true, then there's a joy that comes because we know the enemy is tempting us to give up. The lies are there pulling us back, trying to get us to focus on the lie. And if we keep our eyes fixed on Him, there's a joy that comes because we know that God is able to do what He said He would do. That's how we can count it all joy. But that count it all joy also means take charge over your joy. When you find yourself in nothing but challenges, nothing but difficulties, when we take charge of our joy, then we become people who find the power that gets stirred up within us to help us to endure all things. So I just want to encourage you with that little bit today to say, don't fall into the trap of the self-pity trap. Don't fall into the trap of thinking because you're facing nothing but difficulties that God has forsaken you. Take charge over your joy, command your joy, and walk in that joy and be strengthened today as you command your joy, as you see God moving for you. Be encouraged with that.